What's up, guys? Scal over here. Just want to do like a daily recap video. Haven't done one of those in a little bit. Got my son practicing his sitting behind me, so I just want to go ahead and do a little video, some tips and tricks, and see what I see. Definitely today was definitely a doji day. We had a pretty strong move down. Of course, we're gonna have our little consolidation. Pretty solid doji. We just basically stayed in this bear flag. Pretty simple for scalping futures. Just staying in this bear flag. Every time we came up to the top part, we came down. Every time we came down down part, our next time was up, and we were just back and forth. Futures was really easy. Didn't have to even alert anything on that one. Pretty simple. I alerted, just play the flag. All you had to do. Today, let's see what plays we did. Today we had Apple. One thing, watching Apple off the bat, you go to your 1 minute, watching Apple here. We did break above the flag, but Apple, nice push down, made a new high, came down a lower high, so we weren't able to break that. But if we pop on, we can pop on S. Let's just go SPY because it'll be easier to find it. SPY, what did we do on SPY? Created a new high, a higher high, and a higher high. Apple created a lower high and then technically double top, but technically a lower high there. Just overall showing weakness that we weren't able to follow the higher highs on SPY, and same with QQQ was pretty much the same thing. It was a little bit weaker, but this one tip higher high, so did create a new high on that second push. Apple did not. So you want to go through your stocks and figure out the weaker stocks. So that's why we went with Apple. Apple moves really nice and slow. Pop this back, or really nice and low. During the live today, I was kind of just worried about this flag breakout, which was a decent flag breakout. I want to keep my stop at 165 area. If you see this 165 area, was a pretty solid resistance here. We broke above, we held support, and then we continued up. And then with our sell-off, it's how we kind of tested it right here. Bounced, but we just continue to sell off. Tested it here. I really wanted to see another test. That's probably what I would average down. That's probably why I did catch a nice average down with this push up. But that was my stop. So I was wanting this area to 165, 164 area to hold as a resistance, and we did. And we actually popped from our previous little tiny doji on the daily right here. Actually touched it almost to the T. Actually, we could have went long. That perfect touch. I love doji. You have a sell candle doji with a gap up. Definitely strong. I'm looking at move after that. Come back down there. We're going to touch right above the gap. Everyone thinks gap fill, but they don't think about that demand right there. So pretty good move on Apple. Nice 50%. Apple moves really nice. You go a couple weeks out and have good premium. Doesn't work, or doesn't hurt. Microsoft, definitely one of the plays we should have taken Friday with that sell-off. Just overall, once we break this volume node here, we only had this one here, and then we have this, then even this huge candle right here, all the volume came at the bottom at earnings, all the volume. So I mean, we break 262, we're heading on to 251. I kind of want to get back in this if we continue to sell off a little bit. And then looking at Microsoft kind of intraday, go to 1 minute, we had same thing. We had a higher high, a higher low, and then we just consolidated here. My dog acting weird. You know, when we consolidated here, I thought we would have a kind of like a kind of a bear flag here, but we did break up. You know, the market kind of pushed here, but we continued to fall, pretty much weaker. Microsoft really doesn't have much volume to keep it up. That was pretty good. IWM, well, we'll go AMD and then IWM because I want to touch on IWM at the end a little bit. But AMD, we kind of got into, you know, I love these kind of plays where you have this nice push up. We come down, beautiful uptrend. You know, a nice uptrend right there. Waiting for that break of it, came up, tested it, continued down. We got in here, you know, I was like, you know, if we get in here, we're gonna have kind of a tight stop loss if we create a new high. And if we don't head back down towards there, definitely I was gonna cut it. But overall, pretty good move. Really, these push-ups were sold it, you know, kind of sold off pretty quick. Was a nice little, what do we get? 16%. Not bad. And then IWM, I don't even have on my charts. IWM is a phantom print. A lot of confusion about phantom prints is that phantom prints are dark pool prints, but they're predicting the price to go to this area. So there is black box stocks. They put it on their Twitter, and something I'll watch is they have phantom prints. The last ones that came in were spies. But this day, I'm pretty sure the 24th or 23rd were a bunch of 420 phantom prints. And then you could tell where was our high on Friday, 420. So those hit actually pretty well. If we would have gotten here 412 to 420, that was pretty good following that phantom print. But if phantom prints, just whoever bought it is going to get paid very well when the price hits that. Most of the time, phantom prints do hit. Looks like a pretty solid support, so that, you know, I think they're just predicting us this stock to come down to back to this kind of support area at 185.85, which seems like a pretty decent support and resistance. So that's why I went ahead and grabbed it. If the market does continue to sell off, you know, IWM should head down, and, you know, overall it kind of looked like the same thing, kind of a bear flag in that. But yeah, I'm like to mark these up just like dark pools. I'll mark phantom prints up 38K. Same like Johnson & Johnson was the last one we took with a phantom print, where they it doesn't look like it's adding up. It's not adding up on that the Johnson & Johnson one for some weird reason. I had to, yeah, not sure, but Johnson & Johnson was another one where they bought it and it actually hit a couple days later. So always keep those on mind. Going forward, you know, just, you know, let's see what's going to happen to this flag. You know, we're still stuck between 4,000 100. Definitely kind of watching this bottom pivot that we haven't really hit. You know, kind of today we just made higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You know, we just kept that pattern pretty simple for futures. Kind of sucked for options. You know, if you played SPY, you could have played down here, popped up there, but, you know, you had to sell quickly because the sell was coming in. Overall, pretty decent day. Just keep on watch of what Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of seem to be pushing. Definitely keep on watch. And then tomorrow morning we have Germany CPI, house price index. We have Jolt's job opening at 10. Williams speaks, and then China news at night. But pretty good overall day. 4 for 4. I think I'm 11 in a row right now. Just picking these safe plays. That's all it's about right now. Especially today, I was like, I don't even know what direction we're gonna go. Later in the day, I was like, if we finish a doji, that'd be good. We kind of open, close, pretty wash day. One of these days where you don't want to. I mean, you don't want to come out today less money than you had going in today when we really didn't have any move up or down. It was just kind of theta. But I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. Be back at 8 a.m. for pre-market charting. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do another Zoom session, probably like a 2-hour or 3-hour one. Wednesday, I'm going to do a pre-market and do like a quick opening one, but then I have to head to my son's. Meet the teacher at his school, but later on that day, I'm going to do a futures stream where we're just going to trade futures, kind of go over what I'm looking at futures and all that, because it's a whole completely different ball game. But that's going to be most likely Wednesday, possibly Thursday. Well, depends on if I have to go Wednesday or Thursday to my son's school. I'm not sure which one is parents only, or there's one that's both parents and then there's one that's just one parent. But appreciate you guys. Definitely like, subscribe. Come check us out in the morning. We're just I'm just charting away. Definitely appreciate you guys. Have a good one.